EA Sports. It's in the game. Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to Boardwalk Hall and the famed Atlantic City Boardwalk in southern New Jersey for a much-anticipated main event. 10 rounds of heavyweight action. Great atmosphere here tonight. You talk to everybody ringside, and they expect this one to be a barn burner. Stewart's poise is something that cannot be denied. This is a fighter that knows he's ready to do what is in front of him, and he has what it takes to accomplish the goal. Nichols is almost giving you the feeling here that he's completely indifferent to all the pressure. I mean, this is a guy that's been there, done that, and he couldn't care less about the pressures that are in front of him.
Fighting out of the Bronx, Reggie Stewart. And he's opponent across the ring, fighting out of Atlanta, Nichols.
Okay, guys, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's touch gloves.
Well, they've been waiting. Opening round, scheduled for 10. Brings a big power punch. It landed well.
Well, we were talking about getting into the kitchen. He went in there, and he tore apart that kitchen.
Nice jabs there by Nichols. Nichols is left now getting into the mix. Able to cover up that gut. Two guys that can really take each other out. What's the best means of defense?
Well, if one guy says to himself, I'm not the power puncher, then he has to be smart. He has to be technically sound.
Stewart's hurt by that. Well, he may be in bad shape, but all of a sudden, he's able to avoid punches and survive.
You know, boxing is a funny business. It's a metaphor for life. You know, sometimes you have somebody outside and they don't say what they want to say. They have to have a drink, a little alcohol to start saying the things that are on their mind. Sometimes a fight is no different. You know, he gets hurt, and now all of a sudden all his inhibitions are gone, and now he's doing all the things he's supposed to do because he's not thinking about anything except the things he should have been thinking about. It's automatic.
Good-looking combo by Kobe Nichols. Stewart's left landing well. That is a strong uppercut there. Fine looking right hand by Stewart. Nice work blocking that, and then an uppercut of his own. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Last 10 seconds. Nice block by Stewart. I think you can just sense right away that strategy is going to be key here. This isn't going to be some wild type brawl. This is going to be a very technical, strategic type fight.
Absolutely, Joe. Each guy waiting for the other one to make the first mistake.
You're getting caught up. You're getting caught up.
Stewart's fine. I'm looking at him starting this round right now, coming off a round where he was rocked, and I'm telling you, he looks perfectly good. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Reggie Stewart. And now he brings the left hand upstairs. Stewart's doing well here with that two-punch combination. Right to the head with that right. Right to the body. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Come on. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Body shot lands. It was the right. I like how he doubles up that jab by Kobe Nichols. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. There he goes with the right hand again. That's a razor-sharp uppercut by Reggie Stewart. Turned that hook over, but couldn't turn it into a connect.
Hook off the jab, hook off the jab.
Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. Oh, and he's got something for himself, and it's a left hand. Stewart's commitment to being judicious and effective really worked out well there. The punch stats prove it. And round number 3 is underway. Blocks the headshot. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Really on the mark with that overhand left. Good biting, snapping shot by Stewart. Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. Nichols is proving to be elusive. Flush shot, it was the overhand left. Really frustrating his opponent now. Stewart's so defensively sound, it doesn't make for an easy target.
No, it doesn't, and it makes for a very frustrating night for his opponent. I see his opponent now, if you notice, he's getting a little tentative. He's afraid to let the punches go because when he misses, he's worried he's going to leave an opening.
Targeting that midsection now with the combo. Halfway through this round.
Move your head. Watch the hook. Watch the hook.
What an excellent two-punch combo by Nichols. He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with this counterpunching. Nice work on the right hand by Stewart. It's much too early for him to be hearing this kind of analysis, but it's true. Nichols' punches right now are slowing down. He's tired.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if he's mentally tired, he's discouraged, or physically he didn't put the work in.
Stewart's movement helped out there. He avoided that punch. 10 seconds remaining in this round. A thunderous punch able to land to the head.
So he thought he was out of range. He wasn't.
Good job, Neil. Okay, listen to me. When he misses with a punch, you count.
Beginning of round 4, a chance to look at the scorecards. And Teddy, you like what he's done so far early, a clean sweep of all 3 rounds.
Yeah, a couple of rounds were close, but on the inside, when both of them had their chance to separate a little bit, he was the one who made the right decision to punch.
Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I would think there's some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counter-punching opportunities opportunities not on the front end, but on the back end.
Stewart's doing a good job tonight on the outside. He's able to score from the outside, keeping a safe distance away from his opponent. Nichols is on the bad end of a flush, solid hook. The left hand coming into play by Nichols. A solid, true uppercut by Kobe Nichols. Oh, what a whip by Nichols. Really on the mark with that over-the-top shot with the right hand.
Finish with the hook. Finish with the hook.
Oh, he gets hit by a big shot he just scored with. Nichols is down. He was knocked down there. So now the question becomes, after that knockdown, and he has gotten up, how does he survive?
So one of the ways he survives is if he's been taught. Have good habits, have good fundamentals been put there. You're going to find out right now he needs to right now.
Stewart's jab lands well. He has his target. He lands the straight right. Good, solid overhand left. Well, if ever you wanted to explain to somebody the benefits of distance while fighting, this is a perfect example by what we're seeing out of him on the outside.
Well, you know, so many times I see tall guys, and what the heck's the sense of being tall if you don't know how to fight tall? He knows how.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Reggie Stewart. I don't know, Teddy. It just feels like one of those nights, one of those fights where somebody's getting hurt, where this is not going to the judges' scorecards.
I feel like I'm in Coney Island watching one of those hot dog eating contests where somebody's going to try to eat 50 of them, 60 of them. In other words, he's not worried how he's going to feel at the end of the night.
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Good job. It was sudden, it was fast, it was direct by Kobe Nichols. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Reggie Stewart. Bombs away with a hook by Kobe Nichols. Double jab, such a useful tool, especially to the body like that. Nichols is crushed by a huge uppercut.
Go pay him back.
Goes up top with the right hand. Nichols' lack of defense right now is showing up. His opponent's scoring with the right hand consistently.
Yes, he's found a target for that early on, and he's just staying with it. Nothing fancy.
A freight train uppercut by Reggie Stewart. And just grabbing onto his opponent. Reggie Stewart feeling the impact of that hook to the body.
Keep that head moving, baby. Come on, champ. There's no need to be on the inside.
Now that backhand, the straight left hand scores well for him. Missed that uppercut. As we're between rounds now, Teddy, it gives us pause and time to reflect on what he's accomplished. Stewart's precision punching has carried this fight.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, it's not because he ate a lot of carrots when he was a kid and he has real good eyesight. It's because he's calm, he has good technique, and that is why he's right on the mark.
Resourceful 1-2 combo. The big hook comes in right underneath the elbow. Uncle Mo has come to visit. Momentum is now on his side.
That's why you can't let go of that steering wheel when you're driving. You know, all of a sudden, bang, you're in the back seat. You're not in the front seat. You're not in the driver's seat anymore.
Nichols is known to be a pretty good, solid boxer, a real balanced fighter, but he's not doing so hot in these middle rounds, Teddy.
No, I think he's forgotten who he is and what he is. He's gotten away from that. He needs to get back to it.
There's that overhand right. Stewart's left, working well that time.
He's tired. He's tired, champ. Come on, now's your chance.
Reaching the halfway point of round number 6. Not able to land the headshot. Stewart's fighting real smart here on the outside. Digging in with a left to the gut. He got hit right there. Nichols is dazed after that. Did you see that? And for the second time tonight, he goes down. Nichols is able to get up. Teddy, I question, though, if he'll be able to go on. What does he have to do?
Well, he's got to know what to do, but what not to do. Don't use your legs. Don't try to move because that's the inclination. Get on your bicycle when you've been hurt. No, the bicycle's not there. You got flat tires. What you got to do is grip.
Solid. He goes down. A barrage of punches just put him down.
Get the Young brothers out. It is raining punches here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You need to capitalize on his mistakes, okay? I want to see that counter hug. Make him pay for his mistakes. Don't worry about it.
Here we go. Action to start the 7th round.
I want to see more
Well
skill.
off the mark by Kobe Nichols. Nichols is banged by a big uppercut. And now just wasting everybody's time holding on. Oh, he just ate a big uppercut right there. He had no idea it was coming his way. He does not look good at all. Big, big shot comes crashing home. How is this going to go on? Once again, he hits the deck.
Well, he's getting practice at it, so he might figure it out.
It's over. This fight is over. Stewart's hand to be raised in victory. He scores the knockout here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, by knockout, the winner, Stewart.
Now that's how you end a fight right there. Yes, he was controlling throughout, but he made a good, clean finish with the knockout.
Yeah, as a trainer, you want to know, can a guy punch? Can a guy defend? You know, can a guy control distance? But you want to know, can a guy finish? He got the answer. Yes, he can finish.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Always enjoy you tuning in. We'll see you next time at the fight. Well, good evening, everybody, and we welcome you ringside. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we're just about ready for action.
Texas. EA Sports presents 12 rounds of boxing.
Stewart's self-confidence seems to just come through with each step he takes down to the ring. Making his way to the ring now, and you can see how focused he is on the task at hand.
Introducing first, in the blue corner, fighting out of the Bronx, Stewart. And his opponent, Across the ring, by way of Newark, Keyshawn Hayes.
We went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch them up.
Well, they're scheduled to spend a half an hour swapping leather. This is 10 rounds. Punches and bunches, combination up top. The cannon's jab has to be first and foremost on his to-do list, isn't it, Teddy?
Yeah, I would say so. You ever see that commercial where the guy says, how do you spell relief?
Sure.
Well, it's kind of like, how do you spell victory in this fight? J-A-B. That's exactly the way you go.
That's what he wants. Took a go of it to the body, but came up empty. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Teddy, through the history of the sport, this is one of the matchups that has produced some of the more interesting fights, especially in the lower weight classes, speed versus speed.
Who's going to be the guy that uses speed better? Who's going to be able to time shots and control range? That's what I'm looking at.
Lands flush with the two-punch combo by Stewart. Now he ties up there. 90 seconds to go here in this round. That's a flush shot, banking away those body shots with the left hand. The cannon's giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away. He missed with that headshot. And here he goes again with the clinching. Big uppercut right on the mark. Comes right back at him with a left hand. And he's just not engaging in the fight. He clinches again. Good block there by Stewart. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Hayes. Trying to go downstairs, but off target. A shooting right hand by Hayes.
Now don't stand toe-to-toe with this guy. Keep your distance, all right? Okay, listen. You can throw him off with some head movement. That's it. Just throw him off with some head movement. Side to side, bob and weave. Let me see it.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Hayes has been hurt. Unable to steady himself right now after being stunned. Stewart's three-punch combination there is going to impress the judges. You can tell he's just looking to survive. Hayes is holding his opponent right now, just hugging him.
Yeah, he's doing what he has to do. Look, they work on this in the gym, Joe. We look at all these things where you work on the pads, you work on the heavy bag, putting punches together, but you work on this on moments when you're in trouble and when you have to survive.
Nice block by Hayes. Nice strike after catching one by Hayes. Able to show you his blocking ability. Halfway through round number 2. Good effective work with that straight right hand.
Keep pushing. Keep pushing.
Stewart's got a way of just getting away from that punch. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. He just looks exhausted to me right now. Hayes' accuracy is non-existent. This guy cannot punch a solid target right now.
No, but what this shows, he's missing so many shots. We always think about the damage done when they land. This is showing you the damage that's done when they miss. You get discouraged. You start giving in.
Final 10 seconds of round number 2. Scores up top with a left. Looks to the head.
Relax. Relax. You're okay. You're okay. Keep your hands up.
keep them up, all right? I mean, you know, he caught you with your hands down.
Hayes is doing a good job of being strong on his feet right now. He was rocked in that last round, but his opponent doesn't appear to be seeing any damage standing opposite him. Solid left hand to the head. Comes across with a hook up top. Stewart's doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. Effective work with that flush overhand right. The cannon's able to avoid that punch. Stewart's defense, is it ever good? Look at how easy he's able to block those punches. Takes a step back. Then the counter punch by Stewart.
Very similar to what you see Floyd Mayweather do. You know, make a miss, pull that shoulder back, and then come right back with the counter.
The Cannon's committed to that counter punching very early on here in this fight, and that can pay off as the night continues.
Well, it's paying off right now because you see that his opponent now is getting a little worried about letting his hands go, because every time he does, he doesn't find anything, and he finds something coming back at him.
Stewart's right hand scores well. He just missed that shot up top.
Keep moving, keep moving.
Stewart's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. Oh, you see him with the left to the head there? Parries it away. Boom, big shot upstairs.
Move those feet, baby, let's see it.
Very clever move there. A little defense turns to offense. The counter punch by Stewart. And we come to the end of the round.
Center of the ring, okay? We got it fine.
Start of round number 4. Stewart's well-skilled plan has earned him every round on your scorecard, Teddy.
Yeah, he hasn't always been the aggressor.
That uppercut absolutely rocked him. Well, I don't like the way his legs look at all right now.
Doing great.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by the Cannon. Hayes has gone into a defensive shell, but that shell has cracks in it.
Yeah, it does, and the reason why it's getting cracked is because his opponent is confident that with those earmuffs on, you know, going into that peekaboo defense that he knows he's handcuffed, so he's putting together 3, 4, 5 punches where normally he would only throw 1 or 2, worried something's going to come back.
That was not well targeted by Stewart. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Scored well up top. A knifing left hand by Stewart. Hayes' punch didn't come close. The Cannon's doing well, sticking to a game plan on the outside.
Come on, now's your chance.
That's a good left hand by Keyshawn Hayes. Strong left hand from him. Chopping a little wood with that hook. Just 10 seconds to go in this round.
All right, deep breath now. Deep breath. Relax. Relax. Are you all right?
Round number 5 has arrived. Hayes is looking all right here as we start this round, but it was just a round ago that he got tagged. He was stunned there in that last round. What do you expect from him here, Teddy?
Well, I think he's starting to gain a little bit of confidence because, you know, now he's been left alone a little bit, and that's the danger. His opponent is letting him get himself healthy again. And if a guy who's been hurt starts to gain confidence, all of a sudden you have a tougher fight to get.
And yet another big shot comes in. What a shot. What a clean left hand that was that knocked him down. Credit for even getting up from that knockdown, but he still has to impress and move forward here.
Yeah, I applaud him. I give him credit, but I also recognize that he's in good shape. That's one of the reasons he got up.
Good block by Hayes.
Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
Crashes home with the uppercut. Hayes is so dangerous with that accuracy. A two-punch combination landing.
Keep working that jab, baby. Good job.
He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect.
Keep your hands up.
Just ate a big uppercut. He's in bad shape. Look at that. Hayes' chin unable to withstand that combination. From a big shot, now he's got to have some big guts to move along.
You're going to find out exactly what he's made of.
Stewart's corner has very little to do right now. Why? Because their fighter has been nearly flawless with his accurate and clean punching.
Well, part of that's attached to his personality. He doesn't waste anything. He's real calm. He's a conservative guy. Anything he throws, he's placing where it's going to land.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Hayes is trying to steady himself in this round after being knocked down in the previous round. Teddy, how much can really happen in those 60 seconds? How much of a benefit is it to a damaged fighter?
Well, a lot has to happen. First of all, physically, you have to revigorate the guy. You know, maybe massage the legs a little bit. Most importantly, get some ice on the back of his neck. You know, get that blood flow going a little bit. Make sure that you revive him a little bit. Get him back to feeling like he's ready to go out there.
The cannon! Bang! He gets to him with an uppercut. Oh, man, he's in rough shape after absorbing that blow. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Hayes. Oh, that upper. Big shot. How is he going to survive this? Once again, he hits the deck.
He's going to have to find a way.
Lot of guts to get up after being knocked down, but he does not look good at all. Big shot there. Can he beat the count? I don't think so here, Teddy.
Now I know where they got that saying, falling like a sack of potatoes.
In prime form, power surge here, knockout winner. I like the way he finished things tonight, Teddy. Stewart's your winner by knockout in a fight that he controlled throughout.
Well, I'm glad you liked it, and just as importantly, or more importantly, his trainer, his manager, and his promoter like it, because that means that he's going to be easy to sell now to television.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. That does it ringside. We'll see you next time at the fights. To Vegas, where they do it bigger and better than any other city when it comes to the big-time fights. We're at the Thomas and Mack Center for our main event of the evening. 10 rounds of heavyweight action. This should be a good one tonight. Both fighters say they are primed, coming off a very intense and passionate training camp. Stewart's a guy who you can see is supremely confident in his abilities. Johnson's ring walk is very interesting here. This isn't over-the-top emotion. This isn't a guy with an intense glaring stare. Just a guy going to do his job.
Introducing first, in the blue corner, fighting out of the Bronx, Reggie Stewart. His adversary, coming out of Baltimore, Johnson.
Remember, guys, obey my commands at all times. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up.
All the talk, all the hype, now the fight. Round one, scheduled for 10. Flipping him with that uppercut. Big shot by Reggie Stewart. Good job on the two-punch combo by Stewart. Well, a lot of people were looking forward to this fight, and with very good reason. When you pit these two guys together, it should be a very good fight.
You don't have to look for either one of them. They are right there to be found, and our fans love that.
Johnson's impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. During your training career, is this the type of matchup that you liked when you had a power puncher facing another power puncher?
No, I hated it. I never wanted to fight a big banger. I wanted to be the only guy in that ring that brought that to the party.
Stewart's done a good job there, offensively scoring with that left hand. Halfway through round number one, a well-placed left hand up top. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Reggie Stewart. A stinging uppercut by Meldrick Johnson. Johnson's the target of a hook. Like a sledgehammer, that uppercut by Meldrick Johnson. Needs to improve that accuracy, missed with the headshot. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. Targeting a left hand down low. Stewart's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Targeting that belt line with the right hand. Nice work to the midsection with the left. Last 10 seconds of this first round. Working his way on the outside and working well. He just stunned his opponent.
And his opponent got caught. Why? Because he was standing in front not doing nothing. If you're not going to work, get out of range. Don't let your opponent work.
So a fresh round is underway. But is it a fresh fighter? Stewart's corner is hoping so. Based on what we saw at the end of the last round, who knows?
Well, his corner should also be hoping that his opponent across the way doesn't come out here like the executioner to get this over with. Because if he does, I think it's over.
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Stewart's defense is paying off now.
Jump on him right now.
Hits him in the mug with the right. Teddy, I don't think he's got visions of sticking around too long. He's landing power punches early.
Yeah, he wants to make it a quick night's work.
Halfway through this round here. That is boxing 101. A nice, crisp combination by Johnson. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Good smooth work by Stewart. That's classic counterpunching.
Yeah, what he did was he pulled that right shoulder back. You know, he just pulled it back, gave him the left shoulder, and then gave him the right hand.
We always see great athletes week in and week out, but Teddy, what sport do you think can produce the best boxers?
Well, believe it or not, basketball. Everybody would say football. We saw Too Tall Jones. He got demolished by little guys. We saw Gastineau. He got demolished. We saw Highsmith. He got demolished. A lot of football players haven't done well. But basketball players, they have the physical skill sets where they can make a pretty good fighter. Of course, you have to get a guy that mentally is adjusted.
And this round comes to an end.
Breathe now.
Johnson's probably sitting back right now saying, hey, I got everything figured out. Coming off of a sensational round you just saw, he was able to do some serious damage to his opponent.
Yeah, you know what really did it was that left hook to the liver, that body shot. You know, that's like going into a restaurant, you get a stain on your jacket, you know, and the stain just doesn't come out. You know, you go to your cleaners, it's still there. Those body shots, they don't come out. They stay with you round after round, and they keep doing damage. They keep paying off for you. He's got the benefit of that body work going for him.
A headshot blocked. Stewart's able to land a good, solid left hand.
Bang the body.
Johnson's defense penetrated by a well-targeted uppercut. Stewart's getting himself into the mix now, landing that left hand.
Punch and move. Punch and move.
Good job staying away from the danger there. Unable to land clean by Johnson. He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. Able to dismiss that body shot.
Keep working that jab, baby. Good job. Come on, punch, punch, punch. That's it. Keep moving. Keep moving. Keep your back off the ropes.
How about that left hand? If there was a baseball umpire around, he'd call that a strikeout by Johnson. Johnson's really doing a nice job with that hook on the inside there, Teddy. I noticed his opponent squared up a bit. Makes for a bigger flush target.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of surface there when you're square, and he's finding that surface.
That is a sharp uppercut by Reggie Stewart.
Keep working the jab.
Downstairs with a right hand. A solid uppercut by Reggie Stewart. That makes that nice right angle on that hook upstairs. And oh, what a good strong uppercut by Reggie Stewart. And that does it for this round.
Keep throwing that jab, all right? Keep throwing that jab. You gotta give me double jab.
Johnson's enjoying a lead on Teddy's scorecard the first time we look at the scores ringside here tonight. Although early on here, it's not as if either man is in complete control of this fight. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs.
Keep working the body.
A piercing uppercut by Reggie Stewart. Just smashed him with that power punch.
That'll teach him to be aggressive with a tall fighter.
Teddy, there are opportunities that are here for him, aren't there?
Yeah, counterpunch opportunities because he got an opponent who's walking in a little bit. Now he has a chance to start to chuck something back at him a little.
What impact from that uppercut by Meldrick Johnson. Eldrick Johnson's right in the way of that hook to the head. Oh, that had to hurt. Oh, a nice two-punch combo by Johnson. Stewart's showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch. That's a stinging right hand by Stewart. Committing to the work downstairs with the left. Now hugging on the inside. Stewart's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch.
Stay focused on the inside.
See, that's the work they want to see with the right hand by Stewart. 10 clicks of the talk. Now a well-placed hook to the head. This has been a hotly contested war throughout, and you just have a sense that it's going to end at any moment in these later rounds.
Yeah, these guys are not saving anything. They're going for broke right from the beginning.
Back to live action now in what has been a closely contested fight. One of those fights that somebody is still waiting to break through and be a difference maker in. Targeting that head with the combination punching. Stewart's defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch. Hooking to the body. That was nice. He just drew the punch from his opponent, and then a good counter by Stewart.
Yeah, like running through the rain without getting wet. Beautiful.
Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Johnson's at his best when the combinations are landing. He scored well there with that combo. Good defense, just covering up down low. Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. Minute and a half to go. Snapping jab by Stewart. Johnson's got to be feeling the impact of that uppercut. Stewart's getting back to basics. A good solid jab. Good flush shot upstairs. How is he able to do this? How is he able to take these shots?
You know, one time Muhammad Ali talked about taking a chin. He had one of the great chins of all time. And what he basically talked about was that when you start to get hit those shots, you start to go down a hallway, and then you go into a gray room. You go from a light room to a gray room, and at the end of the hallway, you see a dark room. You don't want to go to that dark room. And you have a choice. You put your feet down and you start backing up. I'm not going to that dark room. This guy is not being taken to that dark room.
I don't want to see you slug it out with this guy, all right? Keep your range and jab, jab, right, okay?
The start of the 6th round. Stewart's performance right now, to this point in the fight, has been exactly what his trainer has wanted to see. The question is, can he keep it up for the second half of the fight? Not able to connect with the uppercut. Got to be accurate to send the combination to the body, and he does that. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Reggie Stewart. Johnson's got to know that things can't continue like this. These middle rounds have not been what he's wanted them to be. He thought he was going to do a heck of a job on the inside, but he's not.
Hey, you know, you mentioned something very, very interesting. You said he's got to know. Yeah, he knows that he's got to be on the inside, but maybe he doesn't want to be. You know, it takes discipline. You know, it takes risk. It takes the ability to accept that risk to be inside closer to your guy, because more stuff's going to come back. Maybe he's taking it the safe way, the easy way, even though that means he's going to lose. He doesn't have enough discipline to win.
Stewart showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Reggie Stewart. Targeting each other, the exchange was something special. Scored well with the left down today. Solid. He is not meant for life on the outside there, and he just paid the price. He goes down.
Because he didn't make his mind up. If you're not going to work out in front, get to a distance where you're safe. He stood there at a bad distance. No man's land.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wow, somehow, some way, he gets up from that knockdown. Teddy, what's going through his head right now?
Well, a little singing from birds, a little bit of tweeting right now is going on. But once he gets past those sounds, he's thinking to himself, how did I get in this position? I got to figure out what punch I got hit with. I can correct it. I can make this thing right.
Can't let this guy throw first.
Johnson's corner tried to steady him and give him some sound advice with the 60 seconds they had to work with him. But keep in mind, he was knocked down in that last round.
Well, the most important thing is his experience. Has this happened to him before? Can he justify it in his mind that he's overcome it before? Also, his corner. Did they revive him? Did they do their job during that minute rest?
Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. Stewart staying away from trouble. He's out there on the outside. Boy, he's really working well on the outside, isn't he?
Yeah, he's doing a great job of disciplining himself. You know, we talk about power, we talk about speed, we talk about all those virtues, but just controlling himself and making sure he controls the distance, a distance that's got him winning the fight.
That is my favorite punch there is. A forceful uppercut by Reggie Stewart.
Hook off the jab. Hook off the jab.
Accuracy an issue there. Didn't land that straight right hand. Big shot. The left crashed home. I like that two-punch combo by Stewart. Oh, that's gotta hurt. He was able to get up and continue on last time. Now he goes down again. Fight is over. Johnson's unable to get up and continue on.
Ladies and gentlemen, by way of knockout, your winner, Reggie Stewart.
Stewart's fitting end to a very strong night for him.
There is a business component to this game here, this boxing game. And the business component is, yeah, you got to win, but you want to win spectacularly. You want to get people interested, excited. He just did that.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore saying thanks for being with us.